welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is January 31st, 2020. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
It's your boy, Pokemon Triggers. And we're bringing you the big 5-0, episode 50.
Yes.
Very excited.
Yes, 50. Our 50th episode is how you say it in English, I guess. 50 episodes for the first, it's crazy. We've been doing this for 50 weeks. We took a break one time, but in technicality, because we did a bonus episode somewhere in between, we technically didn't take a break. We just were going long. So we've been actually publishing in for seriously 50 weeks entirely. So that's actually very amazing. Thank you so much for the support and everything. Our 1 year anniversary is coming, so we really are getting there. Crazy, right? Crazy.
Dude,
all right.
Yeah, the support has been amazing.
Indeed. So we're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about Pokemon Go because we love the game just as much as you do. Thank you so much for joining us once again. And let's make sure we remind everybody that we are part of the Professor Network. Your camera is all the way over here, just because, Hello, there you are. Anyways, Professor...
I'm just hiding.
PokemonProfessor.com/Purified Podcast. Our mission, of course, is to bring all the news and updates. And, of course, their mission is to bring it around the world with every single kind of news and outlets they can bring out. So please make sure you check them out. Wonderful people. They're on a little break just because I think the host is working very hard on a lot of different things. So once they come back, make sure you follow them. Alrighty, thank you so much. All right, should we shift the gears again, Chris? Let's see what our recaps are this week. What do you got for me?
Well, I can say this much. I do not have any hundos. I know you said you were pretty light this week too. I did get some exciting shinies though.
Ooh.
I don't remember too much of my first ones, so while it loads in, I'm going to tell you what my last one was. I got a shiny Shadow Pinsir in my last rocket balloon from James. So that was pretty exciting. I'm going to save one of the shinies for later because it kind of pertains to something else we're going to talk about. But I ended up getting 3 of those, and then I got a shiny Mareep shortly after that event.
Nice.
So it was pretty exciting.
It's like there was no point of the event because you got one already anyways.
Yeah.
It's
No.
not bad.
After that calm day.
Yeah, definitely. Well, aside from, of course, the Mareep instance day that we had a week ago, technically, we just really didn't need to, know about this. But anyways, it's not like we are short on shinies. Technically, Mareep was for me the one Pokemon that I didn't actually have extras because I only have the one for each of the families before evolution. So it was good. It was good to have. Now, for me, again, just like you said, I am extremely low on Hondos. I did get a Hondo PG, I think it was last week. No, actually, it was this week, 27. Oh, I did get a Hondo then. Hondo PG, hello.
That works.
Yeah, that works, I guess. I really consider it because I was out and about for a second there. Somebody called it out. I was a few minutes closer by, and I'm like, okay, let me do this. Skew the other way. So yeah, okay. So 1 Hondo, that's not bad. It's still 154 Hondos, pretty nice.
Lead.
And shinies. As for shinies, not shiny, but shiny. Super light after the Mareep instance day. I did get 2 from this Sneasel, and we will be talking about that in a second too. And I already had 3 from before, so I kind of have 5 right now. So
Same.
yeah. So it was kind of one of those events where you're just like, okay.
Yeah, something extra. It was something fun to do. Pass the time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of events going on between the celebrations and the raids and everything. We had Entei until just recently. Raikou just came back into raids. We'll also be talking about it in just a moment. But Sneasel Research Day was one of those events where you can finish it up in the first hour if you wouldn't have anything else to do. Hopefully you got the Hundo. Hopefully you got the shiny, because a lot of people also say that we're in between either getting the shiny or the Hundo. So, and some people of course got the Shando, which I think that was the goal for us playing it. So.
It's such a good Pokemon too.
Yeah.
Having Earthquake really opens up a lot for it.
Yes, and it is a nice type, so he wrecks the grass type somewhere. And some dragons in between. Especially Giratina. But yeah, that's of course the Sneasel Research Day. Not a bad night, or day, I guess. It was a 12-hour event, so if you didn't get the chance to do it, really, you could have done it in like half an hour. 20 minutes if you were fast enough. But yeah, so... after that, we still actually know, by the time you're listening to this and by the time we're actually live right now, the Johto celebration just ended. Like the minute we started this podcast, because we were so well and finished on, getting things done during the podcast and everything. But the Johto celebration, if you didn't get your T-Tars to SmackDown Tyranitar's, I don't know what to tell you. We warned you since last week. This is your event. This is the moment.
I will say I have been seeing a lot more Typhlosion and Go Battling.
Yes.
So I do think it was thanks to this event.
Yes. Now, because of the Ultra, because the potion is really only good in Ultra, unless you get like large candies and max it out, of course. But in all honesty, Typhlosion could actually be viable. I've been using my beautiful Meganium, and it's been working out pretty well for me.
Such a spicy pick too. I got to give you props for that. That is so spicy.
I know. I'll write it alone, and hopefully will get me going somewhere. I'm already rank 14. If we actually go and look right now, rank 14. You can't really see the number, unfortunately. Like, it's that glitch. Unless you do a battle, it won't actually fix itself.
Yeah, it's so weird.
But I've done so far 170 battles this season. And I know, I'm very low on battles because I really didn't do much during the first half of the Season 6 celebration. But I still have 28 days. I'll try to make sure to get all my battles in every day, if possible. I mean, I've been doing it through streams, so it's actually working pretty well since, our shiny hunts are low on things. So. But yeah, I'll be using that and I'll be doing those. So not a bad start to it. So Johto celebration once again. A lot of Pokemons had the community day moves finally in there, except for Totodile, because Totodile being one of those Pokemons that wasn't part of the 2018 community day, I think it was. Yeah. So So unfortunately, that's what it is. But if hopefully you did get your Tyrantars, your Ampharos to their community day moves, that's the most important part. Shadows. I got a 3 shadows, and one is like a 93, I think. So.
Ooh,
beautiful.
That's nice.
Beautiful Hunter. Or Shadow. Shadow. Thank you. But that's what it is. And then, of course, just like we mentioned, Raikou is here. Entei. I know you were a little bit sad on Entei there, Chris.
I didn't get my own shiny Entei yet. I had to trade for a lucky shiny one. So I'm still hunting that one on my own.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm sure they'll come back eventually.
Oh yeah. Raikou's cool though.
Raikou is a cool Pokemon. Shiny wise, it could be a little bit better, but honestly, Raikou is probably one of the best electric type attackers aside from Sakura. Yes, Sakura being the number one electric attacker in the meta, and that's because of his.
Yeah, Zekrom and Zapdos are both pretty good.
Sakura is better than Zapdos. Zapdos is, I think, third to Raikou. So Raikou is number 2 in the leaderboard on that, at least. However, we had events where we have gotten shinies, some Hondos in between all 3 of the legendary beasts, which of course you'll see between each the next weeks or so. And we had shinies and all. So really, aside from getting the Hondo or the Shando, there's really not much that you really want to do with the Pokemon. Now, if you're a fan of them, go ahead and rate them. That's up to you. But right now, a lot of us, especially Chris and I, are trying to save up because the next celebration is coming right up.
I'm dropping money for that, man.
Oh, dude, you probably won't know the amount of money I'm gonna be dropping in those 10 days. But we'll talk about it in just a moment. So
Dude, I expect a lot of invites from people.
Yeah, yeah,
Ooh.
definitely. Oh, if I'm not getting invites for what we're talking about in a minute, I'm searching for them. Like I'm going to every single Discord in the world and say, "Do you have a
Oh
Mewtwo? Do
my
you
god.
have this? Do you have that?" I already spoiled it, but whatever. You guys already know. Anyways, that is really it for the recap. We haven't really had many things to talk about. And the news section is actually going to be looking pretty small today. Just because we were a little early in some of the announcements from the beginning of this week, since Sneasel Research Day. And I think the Love Cup was also introduced during the time that we recorded the last podcast. So either way, those news you already got, thanks to us being a little bit late. But that means that we have just a bit of news for this one. So Chris, you want to talk about what is next?
Yeah, we have a little bit of a word that the Team Go Rocket seems to be getting ready to celebrate something. We don't know what, but we do know that they're bringing a few new shadow Pokemon along, and some of them are pretty exciting.
Yes. So Tingle Rocket is celebrating. Smells like trouble. You gotta love Niantic's wording with this, you know. So trainers, Tingle Rocket celebrating, but why? It's up to us to find out, or I'm sorry, it's up to you to find out. You, the trainer, everybody's a trainer. Here's what you can expect during Tingle Rocket celebration event. So the date and time, sources point that this event occurring from Tuesday, February 2nd, which is on Tuesday this week coming up, at 10 a.m. to Sunday, February 7th at 8 p.m. local time. So that's 5 days worth of events. That's not bad. Mm-hmm. It kind of keeps us going because we still have 2 more weeks before the Kanto celebration event. So that's features for this event. We received word that Tingle Rocket Grunts will be turning the following Pokemon into Shadow Pokemons. Swinub, Nosepass, Aeron, Seal, Lilipep, Aeronut, and more. So out of those they just mentioned, and I know there's going to be a couple extra more out there, what do you think about those picks?
All of them are freaking amazing. All of them. Piloswine, especially for the second Evos for a lot of them. Piloswine, Leyron, Celio, especially the Body Slam God. A lot of people have been talking about the evolution of Lily. Its name is escaping me right now, and I have seen people using cross poison.
Not
Credilli, yeah.
Credilli, yeah.
And the evolution of Anorith is just pretty amazing with cross poison because his attack stat is a lot higher than you think it is.
Yes, yes.
I'm definitely excited.
That's for sure. That is for sure. Just like you said, Seal. Aaron will be interesting as a shadow, especially for Aggron. Nosepass is a monster. And Swinub could be interesting.
All of them are so good. I haven't seen this many good ones added for a while.
Yes, definitely. So aside from the ones they mentioned, there haven't been more additions. So maybe there will be a bit of a switch up between Rocket Grunts and everything. So we'll see how it goes. But more to come, of course. Tingle Rocket Grunts will also have different teams of Pokemon during the event after its conclusion. So looks like the way that they have Pokemon switch up probably in different spots. Or maybe they're going to have like ones that we had before that haven't come back yet. So the teams will be different. So we have to prepare a little bit better. But again, you have the warning of the grunts telling you what type it's going to use. So just be careful what you get because maybe it's something different this time around. Maybe Crowler will go back to grunts and then the leaders will have something else. So defeat Tingle Rocket leaders during the event for a chance of receiving a Pokemon Tingle Rocket Leader gift sticker. I know they're rare, right? They're rare.
Oh, yeah. They're mega rare.
Yeah. Be on the lookout for Pokemons like Golbat, Coffin, Aridos, Quillfish, Sneasel, Houndour, Nuzleaf, Stunky, Scorpy, and Venipede appear more often in the wild. So there will also be some Pokemons in the wild, specifically that is Scorpy, because that Scorpy has been eluding me as a shiny for a while now.
Kind of sad that they specify Golbat there, because it makes me think because of that Zubat won't be spawning that much, and I would appreciate a shiny Zubat.
Maybe the shiny will come out second stage or something. Maybe. We'll see. Coalfish, Labratar, Corphish, Absol, Scorpy, Sandal, Scraggy, Ponyard, Volibee, and Dino will be hatching from Strange eggs following and after the event. So the pool of the 12k eggs is going to be switching. I'm actually okay with this. Quellfish is a shiny chance. Labrator is a shiny chance. Corfish, I'm not sure why it's still there. Absol, I don't know why it's still there, but I guess I gotta get the hundo. Scorpius is a shiny chance. Sandals is more than welcome because we don't have enough. Scraggy, we had quite a bit of them. I don't know if they're spawning in the wild anymore. Ponyard, of course, we need more. Volibee, I don't want to see anymore. And of course, the Dino being the only one that really matters in that pool.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people have been saying Corfish is the new Trubbish.
Yes, it's probably gonna be that.
And I agree.
I'm gonna hash so many of them, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, I don't care about this anymore.
No.
I do. Okay, so real quick before we continue with the news is that I've been doing, normal stuff. I never really buy a radar for the leaders, and when I get the egg, it's kind of nice. Because it's another egg that you can hatch aside from the normal 9k eggs and everything. Now that you have your extra baggage of space for the eggs, it's nice.
Love that, by the way.
However, every time it's just like in between 12 kilometers or 8 kilometers with super incubator. Every time it hatches, I'm just like super disappointed. Just like
it's 9 out of 10 times Volibee or Trubbish.
That's the 0.001% chance that we'll have a dino. I think I only has like 2 dinos in the time that it's been that this thing has actually come out.
I don't think I've hatched a single dino, honestly.
Yeah, no.
I have hatched 2 Sandiles though, so I can't complain.
Yeah, I hatched 1. I got 1 from this one of the events that we had earlier in the year. Mm-hmm. Or last year. But that's about it. Ponyard, I got a couple of them. Scraggy, at this point I don't care. Volibee, too many to count. And then the rest, of course. When I see an Absol or even a Trubbish, I'm just like, why? The only reason to really hatch Absol is for the hundo, but that's about it. That's the only saving grace. Now, Quellfish will be, of course, a shiny availability, so you get the chance on that. If my luck is good, maybe I'll get it. We'll see. The following Pokemon will appear in raids. So in 1-star raids during the event, Alolan Meowth, Alolan Grimer, Gligar, Sneasel, Shinx, and Clink. Again, don't send me any Shinx. I don't want it.
They're gonna meme on you now.
I know. That I want people to meme on me for that reason, but it's like I got this. It's like, dude, I can show you my entire collection, and you can't win against me right now. 3-star raids, we have Nidoqueen, Aridos, Umbreon, Tyranitar, and Absol. Between Tyranitar and Absol, okay. Umbreon, if you want to get the extra large candies. And then Aridos, I have no idea what's in there.
Yeah, that's just there for easy raids, I think. But yeah, Tyranitar, we haven't seen him for a while, right?
Yeah, it's been quite a bit.
And pretty, sneaky.
Now that we got our Marchamps ready for it. 5-star raids. Yes, so 5-star raids will be Raikou and Suicune will both be appearing at different times. And of course, we mentioned that in our raid bosses scheduled in February. We'll discuss that a little bit further in the next part of the news, of course. And then Mega Raids, we have Mega Venusaur, Mega Ampharos, and Mega Houndoom. Excuse me. And good thing that I can actually turn off the microphone. But yeah, those are megas that we have got a lot of them already. I'm trying to get my Hondo Venusaur to best buddies, so I'm ready for any megas or any Pokemons that I need, basically.
That's nice.
And for us, I haven't evolved yet, but I'll get it eventually when I need it the most. Only,
dude. Yeah, I haven't got a single Mega Ampharos raid yet.
Do you have any energy for it?
No.
Ooh.
Because I know they'll probably put it into research sometime soon. That's why I'm not too stressed out about it right now.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's for sure. Anyways, events include field research and time research will be available, just like we every other event. And then we have Team Go Rocket Team Time research that begins during the Johto celebration will continue during this event and will reward the legendary Pokemon Ho-Oh that knows exclusive move at Earthquake. We do have 8 days and 1 hour of this event as of the recording of this podcast, of course. But the second page to be able to encounter Ho-Oh is to defeat each one of the leaders. So make sure you grind out a little bit because 8 days may not be enough for if you want to get them.
Yeah, do your rocket balloons. You will have to walk around.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just for a bit. But it's a shiny possibility, so make sure you do them. And then, of course, keep a lookout for more invaded Pokestops and Team Go Rocket's balloons than usual. So, because of the event, we may actually be able to finish up the research a little bit easier because we will have more of the actual rocket grunts than usual, and then we'll be able to do more of the leaders eventually. So, and then the bonuses for this event. Half egg hatch distance when an egg is placed inside an incubator during the event. So half of what it is. That's actually pretty cool. Pretty nice. Pretty sweet. Right?
I'm always happy with that.
Yeah. Well, you don't do a lot of eggs like I do. Let's make sure. Let's compare for everybody to know. What's your egg hatches? Metal.
You're gonna throw me under the bus like this?
Yes.
No,
yes.
I'm joking. Let's take a look. I know it's like half of yours.
So
because usually I like to do raids more than eggs. I just don't really see the point of doing eggs a lot of the time. My egg badge is platinum, but it is 3,895. Oh God! Yeah, I'm looking at yours right now. Oh God!
12,273 eggs combined out of 4 years of hatching. I don't know why. It's the only thing that I really want to pay for to be able to. I kind of want to cycle them through easily. And to be honest, I actually have some pretty cool stuff out of those 12,000 eggs. I'm almost in par with Reversal because Reversal announced that he was like 15K on this. And I'm like, I looked that over. I was like, okay, that's not bad. I mean, I'm sure that he grinds a lot harder than I do, but still, when it comes down to it, is that type of deal.
I mean, I can definitely get behind eggs too because with a raid, you're not guaranteed to even get the Pokemon.
Yeah.
With eggs, you're guaranteed to get the Pokemon.
Although the IVs are just like the same as raids anyway, so when you see the 10-10-10, you're like, why did I even hatch you? Why did I even have you?
Then again, it is a mystery what it's going to be.
That's true.
So.
We technically know the pool of all the Pokemon hatching from eggs, so
true.
It's not too bad when it comes down to it. But anyways, that is, of course, the Team Go Rocket celebration. Again, just take advantage of it. Get as many shadows as you can. Purify as many as you want to. Purified podcast, of course. But there is more to come. So what is the very next field of events? Because this is just not one event. It's multiple.
Oh, boy. Well, as you guys know, today's the 31st. So tomorrow, we're going to be starting the February events. So that should be pretty exciting. I'm kind of sad. I know you were sad that we didn't get shiny or Hundo for our boy Chansey.
Yeah.
But the next month, we'll be encountering Snorlax and research breakthroughs. So that's interesting. It makes you wonder why they're putting them in there.
Well, it's coming back for a while since it's been on research breakthrough boxes for quite a bit of time. So I can't really say for sure when it was that we saw it, but Snorlax coming back is not a bad addition. Getting the Hondo would be ideal for a lot of different things. Of course, Shadow Snorlax is better. Squishier, but better. But again, you gotta remember that by the time that the Kanto celebration comes in, you will have at least 2 chances to get shiny Snorlax from the research breakthrough box. Once its shiny is released in Pokemon Go next month. Which is not bad, but again, it doesn't give us a full 4 weeks chance. Actually, it's even less. So how many weeks in February do we have? Just to make sure.
It goes to the 28th, so you should still be able to fit in 3.
Right. And I do
I don't know if you can fit in a 4th.
You can actually you can do 4 if you time it out correctly. So I have my daily streaks synced up to be able to read ready on Sundays. So mine actually goes like first day Monday, last day Sunday, 7 day streak. So every
Okay.
time, so I always get one research breakthrough box a week every Sunday. Luckily, I haven't break that streak. I would like every time something happens, like, dude, somebody please spin a stuff for me. At the same time, of course, we have the daily ones that we get each at midnight every time, so we don't really lose out on that unless you really don't want to do them. But anyways, but yeah, you'll have the chances of at least 4 if you time it correctly. If you don't want to see any more, you can wait one day on Monday and then just open it up after 4 o'clock for the next one, of course. So yes, February 1st to March 1st, that will be the research breakthrough box for this month. A lot of people, again, are having mixed feelings about that. Not as much as I thought, but, you know, Snorlax is Snorlax.
I think people are realizing that the shiny will be released, so they're not too sad yet.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, of course. Let's move on to the 5 stars and mega raids. Now, we did mention a few of them already, so we're just going to go through them really quickly. So Entei just ended from Sunday 31st at 10 a.m. local time. Raiku's Renown raids from the 31st to the 4th, which is only a few days from now. So that's when it's going to be gone by... Actually, it's going to be gone by Monday, isn't it?
Oh, so 5 days per... Okay.
Yeah, 4 days per... Actually, it's got to be gone by Thursday. My bad.
Yeah.
Looking at calendar once. Anyways. Then Suicune will be appearing from the 4th until the 9th. Then the next ones are coming around for the month of February will be Latios and Latias. Will be coming into 5-star raids for February 9 until February 20th. So we got a couple, technically 11 days for it. That's actually almost 2 weeks.
I need those shinies, man. I
could use the shinies. I want the Hondos mostly because of Megas.
I got the Hundo for Latias. I just need Latia.
Okay. Well, I need them both, and I know the Megas are coming eventually. But yes,
I forgot about that too when I got it.
I know those are the 2 Megas that you really don't really care about, because when the time they were released, they were just like fly buses.
And like it's the same generation you get Mega Rayquaza, so they get outclassed, I think.
Yes,
you know?
Yes. I've seen some of them commentary in their PvP scene, but not as much. However, Latios and Latios are powerful Dragon-type Pokemons and also powerful Psychic-type Pokemons. They just need better moves. At least in Pokemon Go.
True.
But again, that will be until the 20th, which is actually the beginning of the Kanto event. And once that ends, or begins, I guess, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and Mewtwo will be appearing in 5-star raids beginning that Saturday, February 7th at 9 a.m. to Monday, March 1st at 8 a.m. local time. In addition, the following Pokemon will Mega Evolved Pokemon will be appearing. The following Mega Evolved Pokemon will appear in raids. We'll go through the Megas in just a second there, but we thought, from the actual announcement of the Kanto celebration, we thought that Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres will only be appearing during the time of the celebration, which is a 12-hour event, and people will probably go ham on that time. But you have your mix of catching a lot of Pokemons and raiding a lot of Mewtwo's.
I'm glad that they're prolonging it, but
Yes.
it makes me a little bit nervous that the move won't be available the whole time. I think it will be, but just in case, make sure you get your fair share of Pokemon that you want the special move for during the event.
Well, they're most likely did say that the move was going to be available, so I'm sure they're gonna stick around until then. It's the same when Mewtwo was released with Psystrike. They gave it a good week or 2, I guess, for it. So not a bad thing. But yeah. Mewtwo's, yes, all day Mewtwo's. That's gonna be me for the next 10 days of that event. You won't see me but doing Mewtwo's, even on stream. I'll be like, send me more.
Need that Shundo.
The only problem is that all 4 of them will be in the same pool, so they're gonna be a little bit hard to find when it comes down to it.
You're so right.
which is not bad. Some of the birds are okay still, but again, Mewtwo is the grand prize. And now that you can remote raid them, it's like water like drips out of my mouth. Just like, of course, Niantic's wallet is being wide open with my money right now.
Take my money.
Take my money. Anyways, Mega Venusaur, Mega Ampharos, and Mega Houndoom will appear in raids from the 19th to the 9th of February. Mega Pidgeot, Ampharos, and a surprise Mega Evolved Pokemon will be appearing in Mega Raids from Tuesday the 9th until Saturday, February the 20th. So a mystery Mega Evolved Pokemon. Here's the mystery. Thank you to data miners talking about it and finding some code. So again, before we actually say this, we are not data miners. We don't break the rules, but the information's out there in the world, so we can talk about it. So now that that's out of the way, the Pokemon that they actually found in the data code is Aggron. Aggron being the next Mega Evolved Pokemon. And people were talking to me, why are you walking why are you walking Aggron? Because I want my beautiful best body Aggron to be ready for this to come.
And that's going to be an interesting one for the birds at the same time, too.
Yes, because that will definitely destroy every single one of the birds.
Mm-hmm. it just kind of sucks when he's Mega, he loses his rock typing.
Is he?
But he's the only Mega that loses a typing.
What does he gain then?
Oh, he's just Steel type.
Oh, he just becomes a pure Steel?
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Oh, I did not know that. Ugh. Now I'm actually not liking it anymore.
He'll be a good wall. He'll be a good wall.
Well, yeah, it would be, but again, it's just like he is a rock steel type for a reason. Why would you just want a pure steel? It will be worse against, well, not technically worse against Moltres, but still, it's just, I'll get enough candies to make a Evolve once, and that's about it. Anyways, that's basically, I think that's what we think it's going to be, but we're not completely sure. It's not confirmed from Niantic, and it's not confirmed in the blog post. So we'll see when that comes out, probably in the next week or so.
Yeah, they could change it, but probably not.
Yes,
yeah.
It's gonna be before the 9th, so we're definitely gonna have the news either, or the Pokemon is gonna start somewhere by the end of this week. So we'll see. Then Mega Venusaur, Charizard, Mega Charizard X and Y, and Mega Blastoise will appear in Mega Race from the Saturday the 20th to Monday the 1st, coexisting, of course, with the Birds and Mewtwo. Again, Kanto Celebration. Gonna be nice. Each week is February will also include a raid hour event on Wednesday the 6 p.m. local time, featuring the Pokemon currently active in 5-star raids. So we'll see.
That's going to be interesting when it's all the different 4 Kanto legendaries.
Yeah. Definitely. Because we can do just remote raids, it doesn't really matter. But I do want to actually go out for this one.
I might actually too.
Yeah, it's like, let's coordinate the next raid hours for those days. We're gonna go ham. Get ham. Anyways, but yeah, that is the raids. They are mostly coming around. February just is a pack full of a lot of like stuff to do. Like, seriously,
it's a short month, man. They put a lot into there.
Well, it is the anniversary of Pokemon. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow the Pokemon company, Pokemon proper, announces some information or something. So hold on to your buttocks, because we are about to be in for a full month of Pokemon information. Thank you very much for, throwing things away, because that was probably the announcement.
Your boy dropped his mic.
Alrighty. I can mute you for a second. Just make sure you get it. All right. Well, Chris, just let me know when you're ready. While Chris fixes his mic, in the month of February, we also have our Spotlight Hours announcements already. So each Tuesday, 6 p.m., just like any other Tuesday, we'll have, on Tuesday, February 2nd, we'll have Ekans in the Spotlight, and you'll earn Twice the experience for evolving the Pokemon, or evolving Pokemon, not just the Pokemon, but other Pokemon as well. So this will be a nice little grind session if you want to just get a lot of experience. And then Tuesday, February 9th, Miltank will be in the spotlight, and you earn twice the Stardust for catching the Pokemon. Surprisingly enough, Miltank being a spotlight Pokemon once the shiny has been released only a week, or actually technically a few minutes ago. We also have Lofstis on February the 16th, and will be in the spotlight, and you earn twice the experience for catching Pokemon. So another nice little extra experience event. That's pretty good. Okay, I see that you're good, Chris. And then on the 23rd, which is only, I believe, a few days off before Pokemon Proper's anniversary, Pikachu will be in the spotlight, and you earn twice the candy for catching the Pokemon. So what are you excited about, Chris?
Easily Miltank is at the top of that.
Yeah.
Love Disc is a semi-rare shiny. That's the only thing it's good for. But yeah, Miltank with Stardust is very exciting for me.
Yeah.
That's easily, hands down, the best one.
Hands down, it is. Hopefully, like, I think I have the day off. I don't know. We'll see. But that's the one that I really want to shiny off, even though I didn't get one this week. Yeah. They're good. They're all good. Of course, Pikachu was gonna be the past spotlight the week of the anniversary. There's no way this wouldn't be.
That's funny.
Yeah, unless they do like a rare one, and then we're like, ah. Then, of course, we did have more announcements of the Tingle Rocket is back and celebrating, which we already talked about. It is that if you're lucky, you may encounter a shiny shadow Pokemon by defeating Tingle Rocket leaders. So the Tingle Rocket leaders, I don't know if we did mention this, but they will be switching their lineup as soon as the event starts on February 2nd. Do you have any?
I need to find that out ASAP.
Yeah, we'll see. Do I know you have a couple of shiny shadows from the leaders, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which ones?
I off the top of my head, I have two shiny shadow. I know you can look up shiny and rocket.
And you can also do shiny and shadow.
Oh, apparently I only have one Growlithe. I got two Ammonite and one Pinsir. I guess that's all I had. Oh no, I definitely had more. I had Grimer. Why are they not showing it? That's interesting.
Just do shiny and shadow. So for me, I don't have anything from this lineup of shadow leaders.
That's weird.
Shadow shiny leaders. I don't have the Ammonite, the Drowsy, or the Growlithe. I don't know. Just they never really shine for me for some reason. I may still get one between today, tomorrow, and the beginning of February, or beginning of Tuesday.
So many Ekans.
So many Ekans. Yes, as you can see, I have many Ekans. I did get the Ferroseed and the Absol the beginning, the times that there were in Shadow Shinies, and then the Lapras too. So it was nice.
You said Ferroseed. You mean the Fortress's
Fortress Pre-Evolution. Yeah, I don't remember that name. Pineco.
Pineco. Thank you. Yeah, I was blanking too.
Yeah. Pineco's Pre-Evolution, of course, Evolution, and then the other ones being interesting enough. We'll see. I mean, I think Jason James likes me most. I think Jesse likes me more because, as you can see, the many Ekans that I have, and then the Scythers.
Dude, she loved you, man.
I don't know why. I don't understand why. I mean, go away. So, anyways, just give me the other one.
I did also get a shiny shadow Grimer and only one Ekans, so she likes me a tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit. But then, of course, we do have Roselia's Community Day on the 7th, which is actually coming up this Saturday. Really nothing much to talk about this, aside from, I think it's hash distance for eggs, the bonus, I think. So it looks like the Gold Plus is going to be running for the rest of the week, for the rest of that.
It is good for PvP. That's about it, though.
Yeah, well, I do have a Hondo or two that I can actually evolve anyway, so...
I think it's going to be an Ultra League monster. It's going to be the Ultra League version of Sunny Cherim, I think.
Well, we do have a day and a half before the event, before Ultra League ends, so maybe I'll test that out. We'll see. Of course, you can get a lot of candy for it, or extra large candy. So if you want to grind it out, of course, grind it out. That's up to you guys.
Especially with it in eggs, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you really want Shiny Bidoo, which I do, I have. So, I mean, I have everything for Roselia. I have every single Prevolution, Evolution, and Hundo. So there's nothing I really want to do this event. Unless I get the Shando, and that's like... the luck is insane. But anyways... we do have Ring in the Year of the Ox with our Lunar New Year team event. So this event is back from Tuesday, February 9th, which is right after the Tingo Rocket event, to Sunday, February 14th, right before Valentine's. Encounter red Pokemon and celebrate the Year of the Ox. A special Mega Evolved Pokemon will also be appearing in Mega Rings for the first time that starts the events. More details to come, which I'm pretty sure they're going to be here next week. But I'm pretty sure we already talked about the surprising Mega Evolved Pokemon anyways. Unless they throw a curve at us and be like, here's Scyther for you.
Yeah, that's really strange, because Aggron doesn't look too much like an Ox.
Right.
It's interesting.
Maybe. And again, I'm looking at my poster. Like I have a poster right here that I can look at. And the only other red Mega Pokemon is Scyther. So...
Interesting. Okay.
That will be interesting. Then, of course, we have Celebrate the Valentine's Date. On Monday, February 8th to Monday, February 15th. Compete in the Valentine's Day Team Love Cup in Go Battle League. Form a team using Pokemons that are red or pink with a max CP of 1500 to enter. No legendaries or mythicals, so no Deoxys. From Sunday, February 14 to Thursday, February 18 at 8 p.m. local time. Join us for an annual Valentine's Day event. You can look forward to some Pokemon making their Pokemon Go debuts, as well as exclusive avatar items. So I'm guessing they're getting new Pokemons in this in this event. Sylveon, anybody?
That'd be interesting.
That would be the love Pokemon.
That'd be very interesting.
That would be the love Pokemon, though. I won't get my hopes up too much because I'm sure that they won't think about it, but I need it.
Yeah.
I need it.
Personally, from this event, and Sylveon would be amazing. From this event, I think the most I'm looking forward to is easily going to be the Valentine's Day Spinda. I really want that shot.
Yes, that's another one, and it's a possibility that will be in raids, just because assuming that has been in raids already, so it's not a out of the park information.
That one I'll raid.
Yeah, definitely. But yes, so I hope that that's what it's going to be. We won't know the details until probably later on this week or the next week, coming up to it. But we'll see. And then, of course, the Kanto event, which we did mention. There is, though, a little bit of information about weekly 1-coin Pokecoin bundles. If you haven't noticed, Niantic have been dropping quite a bit of bundles in the last few days. I think they were testing it out and see how the people react. But these ones are going to be the ones for February. On February 1st, the first bundle is going to contain 20 Pokeballs, a remote raid pass, and a Rocket Radar. Ooh.
That is really good bang for your buck.
Yes, specifically because I want to finish that quest, and I got the Rocket Radar there.
Same.
Will be a little bit easier.
It
will be a little easier to be able to complete now that I have at least one extra.
Yeah, we get a free one, man.
Yeah.
To catch up. Yeah.
February 8th, the bundle will include 8 Incense, 16 raspberries, and 10 pineapple berries. Less of a thing, but I'm pretty sure they'll give us the berries for a reason. It's still 1 Pokecoin for your troubles, so again, 8 Incense is not bad. It's actually pretty good. I have over 80 of them, so... Yeah, don't ask why. I mean, when I bought the bundle for the super incubators, that's usually what it is. So. Yeah. So, and then on the 15th, The bundle will be a remote raid pass, once again, 20 Pokeballs, 10 Great Balls, and 5 Ultra Balls. So a little bit of a lenient way. Again, the remote raid pass is always welcome. Always, always.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I
on
really
the
appreciate it.
22nd, we have 20 Pokeballs, a remote raid pass, and 5 instances. So this one is still pretty good. Anything that contains a remote raid pass, dude, I'll take it. Because there's no way I'm going to be not getting enough remote raid pass for this. But anyways.
I really appreciate them doing that. That is amazing.
That is for sure. We do have a little bit of quality of life updates coming up in Pokemon Go, and some exciting things that's happening in February for that. You can look forward to an image gallery showing off the Pokestops and gyms images that you and other trainers have submitted. This feature will roll out in different regions over time, starting with level 40 plus trainers in New Zealand and on Tuesday, February 9, and it will come available worldwide to trainers level 38 and above for the end of March of 2021. This is actually good for the Wayfair because a lot of people are actually like, they submit Wayfair and do things like that, but they never really get reward aside from the badge that we have on game. Mm-hmm. Still, it's pretty nice when they're able to map out what they have been able to submit and what's been accepted through their Wayfair program. So, pretty good. Ever wanted to capture a moment to level up in Pokemon Go to share with friends? Well, soon you'll be able to do just that without screenshotting. The level up social share feature will be coming in February in trainers worldwide. So you guys know that we every time we get some kind of thing, we screenshot and everything. There's going to be a way to be able to link up so you can post it on your social medias. Hopefully pretty easy knowing the upcomings of those informations. So instead of screenshotting every Pokemon, you can actually just send it through of what your accomplishments are. You can share it with all your friends and family and whatever it is. So community and all. And last but not least, you'll soon be able to transfer legendary and mythical Pokemon when selecting multi-Pokemons by enabling the functionality in-game settings. We hope this will make managing Pokemon search a bit easier for those of you who have amassed a special large collection. So mass transfer on legendaries and mythicals. Now there is, of course, there's going to be some way of stopping that if you don't want a mass transfer, but this will make it a lot easier for like spotlight hours and everything. Incredibly easier.
Huge quality of life upgrade. I really am gonna love that for especially Meltan boxes.
Yes. Oh my god. I don't have to go and actually transfer it every time I need to. Oh my god, that's a lifesaver right there. That's a lifesaver right there. Oh my god. But yeah, that's actually the one that a lot of people have been talking about since the announcement. I usually don't do a lot of transfers when it comes to like spotlight hours and everything, but now that this is coming in, I'm sure that I'll be doing a lot of legendary transfers now that I don't have to carry them all in the back of my head. It's gonna be nice, especially double candy experience or double candy and all that. And of course,
oh baby,
let's hope. Anyways, but yes, those all are the favorite events. I thought that was actually a lot more than I expected to be. Make sure that you are ready because we are really up and going for it. 2 weeks before the Kanto celebration. Now, I did wanted to go over the Kanto celebration just one more time, but I think we can wait one more week to let everybody know what's going on or what is still gonna happen. Make sure you buy your ticket if you do want to participate. The ticket will be available before the event, up to before the event. So we'll talk about like some of the things that you want to be doing when the event comes, but I'll postpone it until next week just because we are running a little bit long and we still have our Get Good, Get Wrecked PvP section. Here we go, Chris. All right, Chris, first and foremost, before we get into a lot of different news and anything, how's your Ultra battles been going?
I like to think Ultra Premier is actually one of my strong suits. It's a lot stronger than my Master League, I'll tell you that much. A lot of people tend to go into Ultra Normal because they think that one's one of the easier ones. But I'm one of the people that lead Melmetal in Open, and I always seem to get hard countered by Melmetal, and it's very hard to come back from that usually. So in Premier, I've had a lot of fun using Venusaur lead with Empoleon and Togekiss. And I know you're thinking that whole team loses to Abomasnow. Well, you're right. No, I'm joking. It's very hard to come back from, but I see that my team hard counters a lot of the meta, especially the Empoleon Double Dragon that we see a lot. Um, but I really like your team too. Just the
Yes.
fact that you use Meganium. What do you pair that up with too for the people
So
listening?
I've been doing. I actually been enjoying Ultra League a lot more. Surprisingly enough, it's not. It's one of the best metas that I've seen in a while, for a lot of different reasons. But I started out with having Empoleon just like yours, but that was my lead, and then I have Crustle and Meganium. Now, why Meganium over Venusaur? Venusaur being even a stronger Pokemon. Well, I don't have a really good Venusaur I want to power up, especially for it. I've been waiting for a good time to be able to do it, and I really haven't had the chance to catch something that's going to be good Ultra League meta. However, Meganium has been ready for me since the beginning of time, and before level 40 or level 50 came around. So I've been using it for the reasons that, of course, Friendship Plan is still a powerful move. It counters and hard counters a Swampert so well. And Earthquake just decimates anything that really wants to go through, especially the opposing Empoleon when they have Drill Peck on around and they have no shields. And, it's just beautiful to see the health, like, diminish in 2 seconds, in a second worth of time. Crustle is an interesting addition. It's been something that I've been using quite a bit for the reason that there is a lot of fire flying Pokemons in the meta, Charizard specifically. Yeah. And a lot of flyers, and people are not expecting a rock type to be in the back, especially Crustle. Now, Crustle is not the strongest pick when it comes down to it. However, it is, you can hard wall like as a lot of different Pokemon, especially when I see the Charizard in the back. And if you go through my streams in Twitch and a lot of the picks there, Charizard just gets eaten alive. And he can actually, and Crustle can actually survive a Blast Burn from Charizard. It survives with enough HP to be able to take down the Charizard before it takes another move in there. So it's interesting. It's really interesting. Now, I am running a different team since reaching the higher levels of ranks 10 and 11. I've been running the Shadow Machamp because a lot of people have been using it, and I'm like, okay, this is actually pretty cool. I have learned that you have to use his shields a little bit more on it if you really want to counter everything else in their team. But once it gets going, it gets going. Now, this Machamp has Payback instead of Rock Slide, which is the most optimal move for Machamp to have in the Ultra League, especially against Flyers. However, because I have Crustle in the bag, I do have the chance to be able to switch up pretty quickly if a Flyer comes in and tries to start wrecking me. The only thing that I've been getting a little bit worried every time it comes around is the opposing Venusaurs. Venusaur being not a hard wall, but a difficult Pokemon to get through if you don't know the matchup well enough. And always expect the Swampert in the bag. So Meganium is just like free reign right there. However, you also have to think that Meganium doesn't actually take quadruple damage or normal damage from an Earthquake from Swampert, even though it's stab. Instead of like Venusaur taking normal damage, Venusaur being a grass poison type, he's supposed to take super effective damage, but because of the grass typing, he doesn't. So he takes normal. Now, Meganium actually takes resistant damage from it. So it doesn't get one-shotted from or close to, it doesn't even get like, I think it gets to half health if it's well enough to an Earthquake, but one Earthquake is not enough to kill Meganium. And even if a second Earthquake comes around, it still lives with 25% of its health. So against Swampert, it's still a pretty good counter. You can farm out the Swampert, so it's not a problem. And then I am a little bit weak because of the Shadow being a little bit more weaker, and I have to save my shields when I need to. But in all honesty, this team is carrying me out pretty well in the meta, and I've been going positive sets in the last few. So I know my team a little bit well this time around, so hopefully it will carry me over to 20 and maybe even Legend. You never know. I'll get to it. I'm inspired. But yeah, that's my meta team right now. Hopefully you guys are also having fun in the Ultra League. Make sure you let us know what is your best team to go running around with. If you're either doing classic or regular or whatever, good luck with those matches. Get to at least 20. But Chris, how about you tell us about all this news that happened this week for you?
There's been a lot going on, especially it's kind of funny since this is Sylph's off season. So they're just getting back into battles now. Um, but we just had the Shadow Cup 2.0 from Team Rocket PvP. Shout out to them. And they hosted an awesome tournament where you could only use Shadow Pokemon, and it was a 7-rounder. It was almost a full tournament, and we actually ended up having Dre Flames as the winner. He's a very, very good California trainer, so it's no surprise to me that he won. I was trying to look at his team, but I'm having a little bit of a hard time finding it. But I ended up going 2-5. I did not do well. I think some of the quote unquote worst leads I could get was leading Shadow Dragonite into Shadow Gardevoir. I think I did that 5 times in this tournament. So, oh my gosh, it was brutal. Very fun. I'm definitely going to do it again if they do another one, and I think they will. But yeah, huge shout out to Team Rocket PvP and Dre Flames for putting up a show. Other than that, we actually had a Sylph All-Star Invitational with a lot of the very prominent battlers and social PvPers. And the winners of that was the 7 Wonders, which has Ricky 1990, Al Stark 93, Memphis Flo MD, Ali Lucky, Dr. Trotter, Vinny, and Parzival. Parzival. I know I said their names wrong. I'm very sorry. I'm not surprised again to see these people. These are very, very, very known people in the PvP side. And actually today, right before the podcast, Sylph actually announced that they're going to be doing a Sylph Arena showdown. And each month, the top 128 area competitors will be invited to an exclusive tournament, and the winner will earn an invite to the Continental Championships.
Whoa.
I am going to be trying my hardest to get into these showdowns. I want to go to Continentals. This is amazing. Oh, God.
Well, we all support.
I'm super hyped.
We all support you there, Chris, for sure. There's not other reason to try to compete against, the one and only Speediest Chief for the title of champion. So
I gotta beat sooner or later.
Well, I do hope that this is also nice to have some people get into the PvP meta. If you do not know what Silt Arena is, you want to go to the silt.gg website. You can actually locate a lot of different Discord players, especially because of the pandemic being a remote battling situation. And yeah, this is a good way to build up a little bit of knowledge when it comes to the PvP scene. Silt Arena has been out there since PvP was introduced into Pokemon Go, and their support and their ways to make sure that this game flourishes in the PvP scene is just been amazing. So thank you, Silt Arena. And again, if you want to be part of those types of competitions, you can either join our Discord, or we can show you where to go to be able to join a Discord in your area.
Sylph.gg.
Yes, definitely. So that will be interesting. And Chris, I wish you good luck. Hopefully you get to that point. But yeah, so I think that wraps up the podcast, because there is nothing else for the week of this week that happened. So if there's nothing else, thank you so much for listening, everybody. You make sure that you can always listen us in our podcast services between Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and many more other places. If you can leave a review in any of those places, we will really appreciate it. There's also a quick little announcement here. We are so close to 2,000 downloads on every single one of our episodes. So once this episode goes up and you can download it, that'd be amazingly support.
And I told Pure Letter right before the episode, it feels like we hit 1K like a month ago. So it's been crazy, man.
Yes, definitely. It's been a crazy times for sure. So Don't forget to, of course, follow us on our social media. Myself at Pure Letter Go. Chris at Pokemon Trigger, please. Thank you for finally changing that. And that's, I think that's it. Yeah, don't forget to also, of course, email us at purifiedpodcast@gmail.com if you have any questions, concerns, or anything else that you want to tell us about your Pokemon Go live. And if anything else, check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com for the Professor Network. So, Chris, how about you take us away for the night?
All right. We've had a pretty crazy month. I feel like next month is going to be a lot crazier, a lot better. Let us know if you guys get any fun raids, especially Mewtwo. Hook us up. And I wish you guys the best of luck going into February. Thank you guys for joining. Peace out.
Have a good night. Keep grinding, and we'll see you guys next week.